Well, there is no seal on top of the camper, is there?
Dicor, you've got seal like along your gutter, the edge of your gutter, around all your units up there, around your air conditioning unit, around your vents. You'll see white caulk. It looks like caulk around it, but it's not. It's called Dicor, D-I-C-O-R. And what that does is it adheres to the material that your roof is, Tough Flex. It adheres to that, and then go so that it adheres to the roof, and then you're sealing around that, and you're looking for the same thing up there as you look for here.
Okay. So that's around the entire...
The whole camper.
Yeah.
The whole outside of your camper. And we'll show you some more stuff on the other side on your slide as well.
Okay.
I'll talk about some things inside as well that wouldn't be covered under warranty. It's just little things, nothing huge, that I'll mention in there as well. Now what I do as well is I put screens every time you go camping, every single time. I don't care if it's in the middle of the summer, it's 90 degrees. I want you, when you get to campground, turn your propane on and turn your furnace on. Run it on high for about 3 minutes. The reason I'm wanting you to do that is to keep this port burned out. I have a screen that I put over mine, bug screens.
Yep.
What it does is keeping your bees out, your mud daubers out, things that spiders are still going to get in there and build webs. They're going to have webs on it. It covers it go around this.
Do you sell those screens here?
Yes.
We should probably just get one and put it on before we leave.
What we can do is, if you buy now, when you buy that today, I can put it on. You won't get labor charged on that. Let me put it on for you. There won't be a cost for it if you're following me.
Yeah.
Because I'm not technician.
Right.
I'm not the. I'm the part.
You don't have billable hours.
I'm the part-time guy. But see, even when you have that screen on, I want you turning that furnace on, because spiders are going to get in there and keep. I want you to keep that burned out, because if you don't, and say 2 years down the road you decide you're spring camping, that's a cold morning. I want to turn the heat on, and you've never done it. You're going to go to turn it on. That port's going to be clogged. It's not going to turn on. Then you're going to have this broke down and taken apart. It's a lot more expensive than burning just a little bit of propane to keep it burned out.
Okay.
Just one of those little safety things.
Right.
Something that you can. Now, a screen for this right here. You can get a screen to put over this. Myself, on this type, I do not, because you would have to remove that screen every time you drained your hot water heater. Because that's what this is. This is your hot water heater. Okay? Myself, when I go camping, I drain, after I've been at the campground, before I leave, I drain my hot water heater every single time. Because I don't know how hard the water is, don't know what chemicals are in that water, and I don't want to leave it sitting in my hot water heater. I know when my next camping trip is. That doesn't mean it's always going to happen. That's why I drain it every time. When you do drain it, you're going to open the valve here. What that does is relieve pressure inside it. Then a 1 1/16 socket you put over that, or you can put pliers on it, a wrench on it, and unscrew it. Right now, that's tight in there. What that is, you have an internal anno rod in this. What an anno rod does is taking out the bad chemicals in water before it's getting to your spigots, things of that nature.
Like a
this has an internal one, okay? So you don't have to replace this one. But always relieve pressure here. Then you take this off. And the reason I say that, when this comes off, if you hadn't, it's going to shoot at you. Yep, exactly. Now, this has been drained, has not been winterized. So there's no water in your lines. It's all been blown out. Everything's been blown out.
All right, so this is already winterized?
I count winterization as putting antifreeze, RV marine antifreeze through lines.
Right.
This has been blown out. Yes, it's another way of winterizing.
Okay.
Not a problem with it whatsoever.
So it can go down below 0 and
You're
it's
fine.
not-
There's no water in it. There's none that. But the first time you go camping, when you hook your water up, you hook your hose up, you hook it to your source. You're gonna put that water pressure regulator on your water source.
Yep.
Then you're gonna hook your hose to it.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
If you're gonna turn your water on, do not flip, which I'll show you inside, your electric and your propane switch that your hot water heater runs off that you can heat your water up on.
Mm-hmm.
Do not run it for about 15 or 20 minutes because you want your water,
Tank to fill.
just like at home, you don't want to burn the element out.
Okay.
The same thing as at home, except this is a 6 gallon and not a 40, 60, or 80 gallon like at home. Now on this, like I said, you can get the screen that you would take on and off. What I suggest doing that I've told people, get an old piece of screen from a screen porch, fit it and wrap it around that, and it will be on there all the time then.
Yeah. I can do that.
That way, you're not having to worry about it. You'll just have to replace it a little sooner. And the reason I say that is because it's going to be a little closer in on it. It's not going to be coming off of it like that. It might char a little quicker than that. But make sure you just putting a piece of screen on. But the same way, run your hot water heater on propane at least one time when you're camping to keep that port burned up. Just to let you know that.
Okay.
Okay? Right here, it's got your sign, drain outlets, right underneath here. You've got a white one and a red one. Red's your hot water low point drain, white's your cold water low point drain. So before you winterize this, you're gonna have to have these unscrewed, low point drains. If you understand what I'm saying. You're running all the water out of your lines. Yep, you unscrew those off.
Yeah.
That's your low point drain.
Okay.